Hey everybody, Father Matthew Graham here. It's been quite a while since I've done a parish update, maybe even to the end of last calendar year. And so it's been a very busy 2 months. And so with everything going on and coming up at Immaculate Conception, I thought this would be a very good time to do another personal parish update, maybe get back into a good routine of things. Typically, I would do those later in the week, so usually Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, but with so much going on, I felt now is a good time to do that. So part of it's maybe rehashing what you heard this weekend at Mass, what you read in the bulletin. But I think for many people, it's just a way of reemphasizing what is going on here, especially during this Lenten season, would be good for everybody. So I hope you find this helpful. So instead of creating slides like I've done beforehand, what I would like to do is point you to another wonderful resource that has been updated, especially if you've not been to it in a while, is our parish website. I'm very grateful to Elaine Mathern, who's been updated in the past and continues to work on it, as well as Father Taylor, who took on the project of updating it. And now both Father Taylor and Elaine work on maintaining our website, which I hope you find is a little more easy to manage, more modern, but also filled with resources that are easy to find. And so we're trying to do our best we can to keep up to date on all forms of communication. It's Flocknote, our bulletin, our website, Facebook, and here through videos like this, which are posted both on Facebook and on YouTube. So trying to cover all of our bases here. So hopefully this will be helpful. So let me see if I can switch over here to our church website. All right, and if you look at our church website, you see the design now, and I've stopped the video for that, but we have a lot of things up here with all trying, hopefully keeps you up to date with things that are going on. One of the things I like to point out to is if you look at, and I hope you can see it on your screen, there's a little bottom button here that will stay with the pages even if you move. It's called Mass Times and Directions. It shows you all the upcoming things that are going on, whether it's Sunday Mass, daily Mass, as well as also confessions and our adoration schedule. And especially when there's events coming up like we just had for Ash Wednesday, it does provide updates on that, and even removes once a Mass has occurred. So just to kind of let you know about that, if you're always wondering if we're having something, even here I know we need to do some updates, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So what I'd like to focus on today is if you scroll down, we have an entire website dedicated to all the things going on for Lent. And if you click on it, and you even see the link up here is just /Lent, here are the things that are going on, like to highlight for you coming up. First is the biggest thing is daily masses. So if you haven't had a chance to go to Mass yet, you still have a chance to go today. So a reminder that on certain days of the week now we have an evening Mass. So like tonight, we have a Mass at 6 p.m. Tuesday nights are always, we have a 6 p.m. Mass, but also we've added Thursday and Friday having a Mass at 6 p.m. at night. So if you've been saying, you know, I need to go to Mass more, here are additional opportunities during Lent to be able to do so. Also a reminder that tomorrow at 12 noon will be our very first Tuesday noon Mass that we have during Lent. I added that last year and people liked it. So just to kind of promote that, if you've not got a chance to go to Mass yet, here's an opportunity to do it. As well as on mornings when we have a morning Mass. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8 a.m. in the main church, we are having morning prayer. Now you might wonder, what is this? Well, morning prayer is the official liturgy of the hours of the church, something that Father Taylor, myself, the deacons pray every day. Father Taylor and I pray it 5 times a day. There's 5 different we call offices. The deacons pray at least 2 of them. And so we're trying to offer that for maybe additional form of prayer for you to learn during this Lenten season. So just a reminder about that. The biggest thing, too, is also emphasizing coming up, as Father Taylor and I mentioned in our homage this weekend, is let me switch back here, is the light is on for you. So along with the normal confession times that you see here, we have it coming up this coming Wednesday night, starting around 6 o'clock and going through all of Lent. Note that we did skip a week because of the mission, and I'll speak about that in a moment. But I'll just remind you about that, and resources are also available in the very back of the church. And then also a reminder that too on Fridays, after the 8:30 Mass and the 6 p.m. Mass, we have the Stations of the Cross, and one at 9 o'clock, also at 6:30, and then also at Spanish at 7:15. And also, too, if you want to pray at any time of the day, you can go inside the church. Or we have the prayer garden that's in front of the rectory area that I mentioned beforehand. It's just restored and redone by our men's club. Looks beautiful. So please, if you got a chance, and then one of our local parishioners, Tina Guillory, painted and restored all of those stations of the cross that are outside. So just a reminder about that. Also, too, coming up is about Lenten suppers. Everything went very well last week. I hope you enjoyed your fried fish. Well, another chance for it to come up again for a meal this coming Friday, March 11th, shrimp Creole dinner, shrimp, bread, and a dessert sponsored by the Men's Club. Again, tickets are $10. You can call the office about maybe picking up a ticket, or also, too, if they've talked about it, as the rest of the Knights of Columbus did, they'll be providing lunch. So if you are interested, maybe instead of waiting for dinner, want to pick it up at lunchtime, you can. Just the only thing with lunch, you do have to come in to the main hall and pick it up. The drive-through is not available until the evening time, so just to let you know about that. Also, let's see, things I wanted to highlight too is I Thirst. I hope you've gotten a chance to start reading this book. I'm on day 3, and it is phenomenal. To me, especially is going to help me as I try to prepare for homilies, especially on about the woman at the well, but it ties in very well with this season. And so I hope for those who have started it, you can. Now, we may have ran out of books. I found another case of books. So if you have not got a chance to get a book, please call the office and tell them to reserve you one. I think we did put a few back in the back of the church. But along with that, me here learning how to switch here very quickly. If you will scroll down, you'll see this thing about I Thirst. And so we actually are, besides along that, there are video sessions that are on forum.org. So if you click on that, there's information on how to watch a weekly video session talking about the book. Also, too, we do have small groups that have formed. And so some are just beginning. Even if you may have missed the first one, this is a wonderful way for you to enter into the season of Lent. And so there's small groups. Here's the complete schedule. Maybe if you like to start one, let us know. We can publish it on here. They just had one at 2 o'clock over in room 2. So this is a wonderful way of, besides reading, maybe talking to others and diving more into this book. Also worked with Father Taylor is that he is recording it. We know that not everybody is a reader, and so maybe you enjoy listening to it. Well, Father Taylor has worked on recording each chapter, got permission to do it, by the way, and is recording each day of the I Thirst book for maybe those who are visually impaired or those who maybe have said like to listen to it. Also for those who are Spanish speaking, he's also worked on getting people to read it in Spanish for those who would like to use that. So another wonderful resource here during the Lenten season. Also, if you may misplace anything in your mail out, here's information about our digital mail out with all the information. Also, to a reminder that I have also started recording a decade of the Rosary a day. And so if you're interested in listening to that, if you click on that, this button, it'll bring you to, let's see how long it takes here. Complete now. I'm trying something different this year instead of YouTube videos. Here's where I upload my homilies. So sorry about that. So here is I've all loaded up through today's Lenten reflection, or just a short intention for the day. And here, so if you can go back if you haven't listened to any of them or you want to listen to again, here are all of the Lenten ones. I'm about after this live parish update to go a few more for the rest of the week. So that way, if you want to listen to it while you're driving or going to bed, whatever it might be, hopefully this will be helpful for you. So now you have a direct link to it on our website under the Lenten section. And also want to remind you too that coming up, not tonight, but next week, we have a parish mission through the heart. So Father John Joseph, who is the community of Jesus Christ crucified, will be coming. So next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, he will be giving our mission. So maybe come to 6 p.m. Mass and then stay for the talk. And so just promoting this. This is open to everybody. So whether they are Catholic or not, they are parishioner or not, everyone is welcome to attend this. So please, if you can, spread word about this upcoming mission and those talks. Also, too, let's see, coming up, I wanted to promote, along with our Lenten things, is our Jewish Roots of the Eucharist, Jewish Roots of Holy Week from Dr. Brent Petrie. That'll be in April. So all that's information here is in our church website under Lent. Also want to promote that coming up is the Novena to St. Joseph. As you remind ourselves, this past year is been the year of St. Joseph, and for our diocese, that is ending this coming next Saturday, March 19th, the Feast of St. Joseph. So one of the ways to enter into that is praying the Novena to St. Joseph. So what I have done is create a little link to that. If you go under Pray on our church website, under Novenas, and you click on it, you can either download it as a PDF or all of the information is right here of what to pray each day. Also I did transition. I'm sorry about that. I'm still learning how to do this. So if you go under Pray and Novenas, you click on St. Joseph, it'll load this. Like I said, you can download the PDF version, or you can click on, read on through here is the prayers to Novena to St. Joseph. And so just a reminder about that. We will have the prayer cards out in the church starting on Thursday, and we'll see we're about working on if we can pray either before or after Mass each day leading up to the Feast of St. Joseph, which also reminds everyone, too, that, hey, if you've not had a chance yet, every Tuesday and Thursday, starting around 9 o'clock, there's Friends of St. Joseph are cooking. So tomorrow, I think this week, they're working on the fig cookies. So tomorrow, I'm going to try and join them for a little while and learn how to make a fig cookie, which I enjoy eating, and I'm trying to be good and wait until the Feast of St. Joseph to eat one. So just a reminder that if you're still looking for something to do this week and next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 until they finish, of making this week, fig cookies, and hope maybe the video last week gave you an insight of different volunteers coming in and to make our St. Joseph a successful event. Trying to go through our bulletin here, see if there's anything else to highlight. And yes, and starting today, if you want to promote to people, is about our religious education program. So if you will go to our church website and you go to Grow and go to religious education, here's more information about our religious education program here at Immaculate Conception. So registration begins today for re-registering for the coming quote-unquote academic year. So you can register through the church office over there. You can pay through online giving. You can give up through right here is a link where you can do that, and then also let Ms. Jane know. If you have any questions, just call Ms. Jane at the office, and she can answer those questions for you. So just a reminder about that. Okay, well, I think that's a lot to publish to everybody at the moment. So just to remind you of so many things going out here at Immaculate Conception, both now and coming up over the next week or two. So just again, promote those things about there. Daily Mass, additional Masses, confession times, the I Thirst book, the mission coming up next week, the celebration of the Feast of St. Joseph. The St. Joseph altar will be next Friday and Saturday. So a lot of things going up. So I hope this has been helpful for you and kind of bring you up to date. I'm going to send a flock note out in a little while that'll have a link to this video if you want to share it with people, but also about all the things I kind of highlighted, from the Decade of the Rosary to the mission, and a link to this past weekend's bulletin. So hope this has been helpful to you. As always, if there's anything we as a church can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Until the next parish update or next event here or a Mass that I see you at, take care and God bless.